What is up, guys? Zan for the Madden YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to talk about the most reliable route on any RPO in Madden 21. But before we get into the video, please do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. Also, make sure you guys take the time to hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of the uploads coming your way here on the Zan Madden YouTube channel. If you guys want to take your game to the next level in Madden 21, check out my strategy site, gridirongameplans.gg. Gridiron Game Plans is your one-stop source for all things competitive Madden. Every week in our Vault Update, we take a look at the meta, or the most effective tactics available being used by pro players on the MCS circuit, breaking down not only how and why the pros do what they do, but most importantly, how you can counter those metas when you face them in online gameplay. On top of that, your subscription also includes any and every offensive and defensive game plan released on the website while your subscription is active. If you guys are needing help on the defensive side of the ball, I'd recommend that you check out my Nickel 245 defensive game plan, complete with the best pass rushing cocktail, gap shoots for all the popular power run formations, and coverage combinations that lock down the trips and bunch metas on top of anything else that you could possibly imagine. It is the most detailed coverage game plan that you will find on the market. I highly recommend going over there, and the pass rush cocktail in that game plan is worth the price of the site alone. If you guys are looking for help on the offensive side of the ball, you guys can take a look at my spread comprehensive game plan with over 7 hours of content. I've broken it down. It's a very, very large playbook with over 30 shotgun formations, and I've broken it down into micro game plans, and they're not even micro game plans. There's 2+ hours of spread 2x2 content. There's 3+ hours of spread ace content from basically 5 different ace formations in that playbook. And I just released my doubles spread out of that same playbook with breakdowns out of a number of formations there, and how you can scheme all of those schemes together. It is the most complete offensive game plan in the game. It has an answer for the 3-3-5 wide meta, the big nickel over G meta, you name it. This is the only playbook in the game that can attack everything that you could possibly see in competitive Madden style gameplay. Now, I've broken it down so that way you guys can fully understand exactly how to do it, whether it's glitching out man, whether it's flooding zone, whether it's the best runs in the game from shotgun, or some of the best RPOs. I've broken them all down for you guys to take a look. So definitely go over to gridirongameplans.gg. $9.95 per month unlocks the entire website. Now let's go ahead and get into today's video. I'm actually really excited about this video. This video, we're gonna be breaking down a play that is pretty unique. This play is only found in 4 playbooks, and it's found in the Chiefs, Colts, Eagles, and Panthers. Now, the Panthers is a playbook that is really, really nice because I have actually broken down a really awesome scheme that you guys can run if you guys like running the meta bunch and you guys need something that provides a little bit more of a downhill power game threat without sacrificing your passing ability. The Carolina book is definitely a place to go. But the play that we're going to be breaking down today is the RPO zone Y peak. And I absolutely love this play because this play has a route that will get open against zone, obviously, but will also torch man to man. So really all you need with this particular play is a fast tight end. Doesn't even need to have good route running. And then you need to have an escape artist at quarterback to really run this at its full potential. So let's go ahead and take the field. First, we're going to kind of start off against the Mike Blitz 3 meta, which is obviously the most popular meta that you face out there right now. This is a defense in which, you know, if you guys watch me every day, I say it every day, you got a short, medium, and a deep zone on each sideline. You've got a spy to cover the short middle, and then the user is the middle linebacker. And the user tries to shoot through the gap to stop inside zone or base or any type of shotgun run in the game. So the user is responsible for a ton of field. He's responsible for everything that you see that is green in between all of these different colored zones. That is his responsibility. Well, that's a tough task on an RPO because these peak style RPOs, if I were to take a look from this perspective, actually take a look in it. The mic is in the way, I believe. So let me go ahead and see if I can get him. Well, the peak player is actually the player that's in the middle. So if that player takes a step forward on an RPO, what ends up happening is you throw the ball right out here in this spot on the field. Well, the 2 things really. First off, this isn't a tight end streak. Players out there can kind of bait play action. So if I were to kind of mimic, if I were in like a regular, let's call it like a PA type of play, and let's say that our opponent is trying to bait, you know, the gap shoot on a traditional play action style play. Let's pretend this is an RPO for the sake of argument, though. You know, your opponent can kind of bait shooting through the middle and then peeling back to a tight end streak. So if I were to do something like this, and try to throw it, they can, get out underneath of that, right? Well, the thing about this particular RPO, as I laid down, is that the tight end gets a nice little outside release on this. So if, your opponent is setting up the main defense that we all see all day, every day, this is a spot where they can't be gap shooting and be in the spot to take away this angle at the same time. So again, they're flying through the middle right here and trying to peel back. Well, the tight end gets a nice little angle release to the outside. So right here, let me go ahead and click off of Wagner. You see right there that the P icon is over his head. That's what I was looking for on the play prior. Again, if you see him kind of fly through, you're just going to throw this ball, boom, right there, and you're going to pick up 15 yards really, really easily against this meta. Now, if your opponent wants to get savvy to try to counter this, they're going to have to play some safeties and hooks, which takes away from the Mabel coverage. So, if they want to put the safety into a hook curl right here to kind of impact this, that can help a little bit. So you're going to see right here as we kind of run this, he'll get in the way right there, but you can still lowball that under him if you want to. And again, a lot of players are not going to want to put that safety into a hook in that spot on the field. They want to defend the sidelines and lurk with their user. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. You're probably thinking, well, what about man coverage? Well, that's the beautiful thing about this. So let's say that they are in man coverage. Let's say for whatever reason they decide to do, something like a cover one, and they have their blue zone set to 15 yards or 20 yards or whatever, right? And they want to shade over the top and play it that way. So, you're going to get the same type of approach where, they're going to be trying to fly in through the middle here with their user and then peel back to their man coverage assignment, which in this case is the running back. So here we go. Run it this way. You notice that the man that's associated with the tight end gets blocked on this play. This is one of the better things about this play right here. If you have an edge player that is manned up on this tight end, he will get sucked in by the play fake. Now he's blocked and the tight end is wide open with nobody guarding him. And depending on where those zones are dispersed on the field, this could lead to a potential touchdown, especially if they don't have a center fielder. Let me go ahead and show you what I mean by this. So what if they're in a defense that looks, let's go back into this two-man under here. Let's say that they're in a defense that, fans your safeties out towards the sideline. Maybe it's a rush 3 defense with a spy, something like this, right? If you go to this play here, you're gonna see he gets blocked. Now you throw this ball back over the middle. This ends up being a touchdown for you. So this is a situation where you cannot have a player on the edge manned up on the tight end simply because they get sucked into the line. Well, what if we were to flip our man coverage? What if I go ahead and flip the play and run it like this? So now we've got Bobby Wagner on this route. So let's go ahead and run something a little bit like this. With a second level man coverage player, you would expect the results of a traditional angle route. So again, you kind of snap the ball right here, and you see that typically, actually he got behind him on that play. And again, more often than not, you're not going to deal with a player that's leaving the AI in man coverage as the middle linebacker. You don't face nickel 3-3-5, and that probably ends up being a legal man downfield in terms of how late I threw that. Yeah, you can see number 68 was too far downfield. But I just want to show you that, in general, second level man coverage does not defend this route in general. I mean, it's an angle route. We know at this point in the year that tight end angle routes beat man coverage, or those, return routes or whatever, trail routes, I believe they're called. So it doesn't matter. Like, in terms of this meta, the only time you're ever going to face man coverage is going to be when it's an edge player, more often than not. I mean, if they decide to go to maybe like Mike Blitz 0, maybe I could see that being a potential thing that could give you a little bit of trouble, Mike Blitz 0. But again, nobody's running Mike Blitz 0 at this point in the year. So, with the press and shade over the top and then, like this, if you face somebody running it this way, I mean, you can still actually throw that ball out there pretty quick because the safety responds to the run if it's a safety level player. So again, let me go ahead and show that to you again. Press, shade over the top. And again, watch Jamal Adams, who is in man coverage on the tight end. Notice how he flows to the running back at first. So you see right there, you can throw this ball really quick and possession catch that. So, this is a quick option against man coverage as well. And I believe you could also make this throw if it was flipped this way. Let me see if I can. Yeah, you can still throw that ball quick to the outside against an off coverage second level linebacker too. So this is a route that's open against literally everything, quite literally everything. Now, as it pertains to the rest of this play, if your opponent is, softened up by the fact that you've thrown this a few times, naturally you're going to be able to kind of run this like a true inside zone. You can hand the ball off and follow your blockers to the outside. you know, they're going to have to get into the habit of getting aggressive with this. And that's what kind of leads me into the final tip of this particular play is I mentioned that you want an escape artist on this. With these zone peak style RPOs, if they blitz through the middle, they usually try to go after the running back. A lot of players will click off, but you could actually scramble behind this as well and then use these guys as blockers downfield, which, you know, this is something that is a major plus for the spread offense in general. But again, this play, guys, this is the RPO zone Y peak found in the gun normal Y off, and this is found in the Chiefs, the Colts, the Eagles, and the Panthers. And I cannot stress enough, I just recently did a vault update with a basically a scheme. This could have been a game plan, but I dropped it in the vault as a scheme, basically pairing up the bunch offset along with you know, a heavier run formation, this wing slot weak, which is a really tough to stop scheme when you run your bunch offset with 2 tight ends. Now you have an option to be able, in the Panthers book, to be able to audible into the doubles Y off into this play. And there's a number of other great plays that are found in this scheme. I mean, you've got a full jet touch pass power scheme. You've got some motion, you know, motion swing screens. You've got great stock routes as well. So this is a really good formation. Double stop and goes, for instance, those moves absolutely smoke man-to-man. Double moves, now that one step ahead is not everywhere on the field, are back in a big way. So this video, guys, this video is something that if you guys are really interested in running the Carolina offense, I would highly recommend it. When I take a look at the RPO spread type schemes in the game, I think there are 3 playbooks to look at. You're talking about the spread playbook itself, which is on Gridiron. You've got the Arizona Cardinals offense, which is a pretty good offense. That's more of a passer spread. And then you got this Carolina book, which in my opinion gives you a better blend of being able to run meta bunch along with some of the spread complements, some of the best spread complements in the game, including, again, the best RPO route in Madden. So definitely go check it out, guys. RPO Zone Y Peak. If you guys like today's video, make sure you guys give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or complaints, drop those below as well. Make sure you guys subscribe here to the channel, hit that notification bell, and check out Gridiron Game Plans. We'll see you guys tomorrow with our next video upload. Until then, this is Zan. Get in the lab and good luck.